This is a review of Foster Farms brand Boneless Skinless Chicken Breast. I was surprised to see the poor quality of this chicken. So this is one that I'm thawing right now. It's approximately the same size as a large chicken breast, and it will get pounded down somewhat so it cooks through thoroughly. But the one that's in the dish is what's left of one that I already had prepared and marinated and baked, just to show you the poor quality. Using a steak knife, not easy to cut through. Basically, this particular one I had to throw most of it away. Unfortunately, when you're attempting to chew it and you find that everything in your mouth is just gristle and fat, you end up having to spit out chicken. That's what this is. So just so there's no question about the way that it's prepared, and showing the process from step to finish to getting it to this point, I'm going to actually show the preparation and baking the chicken breast I just showed you, so that we can see what the results are. We'll attempt to cut into the freshly cooked chicken breast, but I can tell you that for $11.50 I had to throw away most of this one. Here's a good example right here. And with a steak knife, it takes a lot of effort to cut through it. I'm actually going to take you through my preparation of the chicken, just so that there will be no question about the results. Here we have a very large chicken breast from Foster Farms. Came in a 4-pack, was about $11.50. And what I'm going to do, because this is a relatively thick piece of meat, is I'm going to tenderize it first so that it will cook through thoroughly. You want the interior temperature of a chicken breast to be at least 165 degrees, so that you know it's safe. And I'm going to put an additional piece of plastic wrap over the top of this, because I don't want the juices to go anywhere. This was just thawed overnight in the refrigerator. Now, you'll notice I am using a rubber mallet. So, as ridiculous as this looks, this is the compromise for this demonstration. You can see I'm beating this more than you normally see most chefs do it, because this is a particularly large piece of meat. and it's really not thinning out too well. Alright, this is still pretty thick, but it should be better. What we're going to do after this is marinated and allowed to marinate for a while is it will go in a 450 degree oven for approximately 18 minutes. So this chicken breast is so large, I'm going to actually cut it in half so it'll actually fit in the dish. We'll do that. I'm going to start with an actual marinade that comes from the store that's meant for chicken and other kinds of meat. We're going to add a little bit of white vinegar to this marinade. Some chefs and cooks will tell you that adding salt to the meat actually will help tenderize it, will not make it tougher, as some people think. Now, a lot of chefs will add pepper and salt. I'm not a fan of peppers, so I'm just adding salt. And we're going to see if we can fit this large so we're going to add a little more salt on this side. We're going to turn this over. And we're going to recover that with some clean plastic wrap, and we are going to return it to the refrigerator and let it marinate maybe for another 45 minutes to an hour. My purpose in doing this is to show you how this chicken was prepared, because if somebody is complaining of tough, chewy, leathery chicken, then the accusation could be made that it's user error. It's the way that it was prepared, and it's not the quality of the product. So in this case, we're going to follow the preparation through the whole process and demonstrate to you how this turns out. And we'll place this in a pan that's been get this on both sides. We'll place this in a pan that's already been sprayed with cooking oil. All right, get this out of the way. All right, so here is our let's call it 2 baked breasts. These are definitely thinned out, and so this one is almost there. It's strange that the other one isn't. Let's give the other one. The other one's a little bit thicker. Let's give it another try. Yeah, the other one's there. I guess they need it to be left alone to keep cooking. So what we do at this point is we leave them in the pan for at least another 5 minutes, and they will continue to cook internally. And if you cut them too soon, you end up losing a lot of important juices that make the chicken moist. And again, I wanted you to see step by step exactly what I'm doing. This is Foster Farms boneless, skinless chicken breast, and you saw the way they were cooked. Every step was taken to make them tender and juicy. And so if we cut into these and they turn out to be gristly and full of fat like the other chicken breast in this package were, then that is an indication that the product is at fault. I cooked the other breasts the same way, so it is to be assumed that the product was at fault. If, on the other hand, these come out tender, like most chicken would in this case, then we can assume that there was just a bad chicken breast among the 4 that were in the package. I hope that's the case, because when you pay $11.50 for some boneless, skinless chicken breast, you expect them to be usable. The other one that was as large as this one ended up having to be thrown away, and as you saw in the beginning of the video, it was just very tough, and there were parts of it that I had already thrown away that you couldn't even cut through with a steak knife, and there was portions of it that that I had thought might be okay that couldn't even be chewed because they were so full of gristle and fat. So we will give these about another 3 or 4 minutes, and then put them on a cutting board. All right, for the next step in this test, we are starting here with a tortilla shell, and we'll put some of our just cooked chicken cubed onto the tortilla shell. This is something I make myself for lunch every day because it's high in protein. And also low in fat. I just heated up some pinto beans. We'll spoon some of those on top of our freshly cooked chicken. To that, our two proteins and actual fiber sources. To that we will add some romaine lettuce, and on top of the romaine we will add a raspberry vinaigrette. Add a little additional flavor. So when I bite into this, if I'm not chewing on fat and gristle, then we will know that the Foster Farms chicken breasts are fine. Okay, so this is the conclusion of the review of the Foster Farms family pack of boneless, skinless chicken breast. And the conclusion is that out of the 4 chicken breasts that were packaged together, one had a little bit of gristle and fat. The rest of them were very good, very tender and juicy, and I would say 2 thumbs up if you're shopping for chicken breast. I did an additional chicken breast review that you can watch after this one of another product that didn't offer similar results. So please subscribe. I'd appreciate it if you would like this video. Come back often to see reviews that are unbiased and firsthand. And hopefully they are reviews you can use.